places where the map ends and the unknown begins, where shadows whisper and the truth hides in plain sight. Welcome to Agents of the Unexplained, the broadcast for those who seek what others fear to find. Here is your host, Bill Rigby.
Bill Rigby leads the way into the strange. Whispers in the static, truth inside.
Oh, wow. Trouble streaming to Facebook, it's saying. All right, it's saying I'm live now. Okay. That's good. I guess I'm supposed to have this flap and all that on from StreamYard. But here's the thing. I don't know what I'm supposed to say here or do, because with all the BS going on about Bigfoot this week, it's just crazy. I don't know what to say, what to do, what to go on, but we're trying to decide. Now, this is even Facebook screwing up on my phone, so the heck with it. I am going to say this. I got a message last night to go over to Ohio, take a look around. We went. What we come up with, I don't know about the other areas, but the Headwater Trail, we started at where the McDonald's is, the beginning of the trail, and headed in. A lot of homes, really lit up. There was some woods. So I don't know. It was kind of, how can I put it? Sparse in the woods. You can see through the woods. It's going. Hey, Gray Hippo. We were checking that all out last night. But two things come to mind. No noise. You hear cars. You heard planes. You didn't hear a deer getting spooked. Now, even on sides of the trails, you couldn't see any prints. I ain't saying they were there. They might have been. Don't know if the Bigfoot was there. We walked in over a mile. Going up to that next road where all the traffic was at, there's a big tree that blew over from that wind. So we couldn't get through there. We come back, we're stopping, we're checking, we're listening. No winds, no noise, no chirpies, no deers, no nothing. And when you're looking into the woods, you should see undergrowth. A lot of no undergrowth, no structures. So with that being said, we didn't find much. I ain't saying it didn't happen, but it must have happened. Or something happened they thought they saw. Now, let's go to that big fiasco over the Patterson Gimlin film. In my heart, in my soul, I believe Bob. He was one of the most down-to-earth persons everyone met. and I don't believe he would hoax anything. Roger Patterson, I don't know. Uh, did I meet Bob personally? No, but everything I talk to everyone that has respect for Bob. So I'm Team Bob. I will say that. Now, Jim Sparks, my friend, and I posted on the agents page about the old Super 8 films, which that was filmed on. Read what it has to say. So, there, I believe there's AI involved. And back then there was no AI. And I'm still sticking by what I've said right along about the PG film. Back then, nudity was far forbidden. Come on, think about it. Women wasn't even allowed to show their belly button. No cleavage. Uh, and Patty, her breasts were swaying in the breeze. So how did that get through the censors? It wouldn't have. And so I'm sticking by that one. But even if it's proven it was hoaxed, I'm not sticking by that. I'll tell you why. That damn sighting I had at 15 feet away, I know exactly what I saw. And I don't care what anyone says, that was a Bigfoot. I don't care. No, was no damn bear. It was no whatever else they want to call it. That was a Bigfoot. And the thousands of other people that have seen them are not going to say it's a fake. This is a money grab situation. That's all I see this as. There is people out there that'll do anything for $1. And I think this guy's trying. Excuse me. Allergies. I believe they're trying to cause problems. Stir up shit for the real researchers. And yes, I believe that's what they're doing. And I'm tired of it. For everyone that met Bob Gimlin that I ever talked to or I saw posted was nothing but how straight up, honest, and great guy he was. I feel bad for this coming out now, making him look like an idiot. He's far from an idiot. And I don't know what else to say on that. So, let's go Team Bob. And I don't care. I'm still going to research. I'm still going to try to figure this out. I don't know how much more time I got left on this planet. I hope I get some answers. Hope we all get some answers. And let's see. This is very disturbing to me that someone's trying to destroy Bob with this so-called lost footage. And that's all they're doing. They're not hurting Patterson. They're hurting Bob. Hey, Jimmy. I'm not down for that, and I ain't going to be down for it, and I ain't going to play those games. I'm being dead serious. This is too much. Too much. I believe that he is doing right. Johnny, if you're out there now, the old one's still playing. I don't know why on that it's still playing. Where I try to get on and I couldn't see nothing on my on my TV. So, but anyhow, it is what it is. Now, let me see. Nope, that's it. That's not it. And that's not it. Well, on my page, it's not showing up right for me on my phone. But anyhow, so I can't see any comments from the Facebook unless you're registered with StreamYard on Facebook. So if you're saying stuff, I'm sorry, I can't see it. So here's the thing. What is going on in the Bigfoot world with all the negativity? I think Jen Cruz is asking the same question, and I'm not sure. I don't know. I wish I knew. But I don't know, so I can't go nowhere with it. I wish I could. Oh, wait a minute. Is this it? I might be here. I might got it up finally. But anyhow, if that's not it, I don't care. I'm at the point. So, yes, I sound like I'm repeating myself, but I am, because Johnny Freeman seen 3. I seen 1, and my sighting was 15 feet from me, and it scared the living hell out of me. I ain't going to deny it. Thank you. And I'm glad you agree with me about Bob Gimlin. I really do, Three Forks. Where are you at? I've seen you out there a few times, but where are you at? When I got that call last night to go to Headwater Trails, and we went, I was really disappointed. I really was. There was hardly anyone there. No, there was no one there. Not hardly. No one there. But me and Spark. And it was cool. It wasn't freezing cold. It was cool. So, oh, that's awesome. My brother from another mother, Les. Glad you're out there. Man, that wind's getting strong outside again. I hope everyone survived these strong winds that we've had. I had a bunch of small branches down. I didn't lose much, other than those small branches. A lot of people are still without power around here. I hope you guys are all safe and the whole 9 yards. But anyhow, can I say Bigfoot was on Headwater Trail there? Nope, I can't say it. Can I say I saw structures? No, I cannot. Definitely didn't find no prints. We did walk up a little trail. There was a boot print. So people's been in there. And you walk up that little trail and you get to the top, and there's that field. I looked around the field. I didn't see any prints. We didn't stay in the field. It's a farmer's field. We didn't want to be running through it. So we got back out of there. But I didn't see no prints. And to see into the woods was very easy. But there was a lot of homes going on both sides of that trail. You know, there was some wooded areas, but there was a lot of homes. So that was interesting. So we didn't find anything. So I can't say anything on that. But the sighting was at 4:30 in the morning. I think we were there at 9. So, and not morning, night. So, it's a possible sighting there. I'm not going to argue. But I didn't see structures. I didn't see no unusual twists and breaks. We did have a large tree blown over across the trail, but that you can tell why, because it was on edge of a gully and there was nothing that for the roots to hold on to on that one side, so it blew it over. And so you knew what happened there. You could tell. Hi, Virginia. So, hi, Mike. So there, you know, so I can't say for sure if they actually seen something or they didn't. At 4:30 in the morning, jogging that trail. That's a suburban area, the upper middle class area type homes. So maybe that person was out jogging. I don't know. I don't know who the person was. I can't interview them or anything. So it is what it is. I like to go back there again at daylight and check it out. We'll see. Now I'm going to jump back over to Bob Gimlin and this fiasco of the film. How it mysteriously appeared. You know, you don't have these guys that can say, "Oh, this is BS." You know, Dr. Meldrum. He has studied all those prints and says, yes, they're out there. Shame he's gone. We will miss him for years to come. So on my Agents podcast page, even on my Agents of the Unexplained page, put on there how you feel about this. Let us know. Too many holes. I agree, Johnny. Too many holes in those stories. Yes. Yes. I'm not arguing that one either. Um, I spent a few hours with my confidant today, and that's why I look like I do and the way I sound. Uh, Trying to get this stuff straight in my head and dealing with best passing, it's hard, but I'm trying. Um, but I feel the Bigfoot world is getting screwed. Personal opinion. Bigfoot world's getting screwed. And I'm going to stick with that. I hate it, but I'm sticking with it. I do believe they're out that try to make us all look like idiots, and we're not. Too many of us have seen. Yeah, I'm not so sane, but that's the truth. Yes, I am sad. And the way we're getting plate transfer, I'm very sad. Yeah, I'm not going to deny that. Um, Trying to deal with all this crap that's going on. And I try to stay off the air today. I really did, but it was kind of hard. You're right. We do know, Forks. We do know. My friend Shelly's out there right now, and she knows. Her husband knows. And this past month, then all this crap happening, it's just blowing me out of the water. Is it going to chase me away from my research? Hell no. It's definitely not. Did it lit a fire in my butt? Yes, very much so. Because there's no way I'm giving up research on this. To the day I die, I'm going to be researching. And I'm definitely hurting for all the good researchers. That includes you, Shelley. She knows we love her and Steve. And they are down to earth, straightforward, out, boots on the ground, and take no prisoners. They're going for it. And first time I met her, I knew she was the real deal. So, like I said, go on my Agents of the Unexplained page on Facebook. Let me know how you feel on this matter. Tell us. I'd like to know. Uh, I'm not going to put a poll up. Uh, Not at all. All right, I got to put my glasses on. Shelly put a big writing up here on my. Yeah. It's another Yahoo trying to make it all BS. We have seen them. What he says means nothing to her. So all the scrutiny that film has been through, And this guy, right, get out of town. I agree. I agree. And I don't buy it. I don't buy this. On my agent's page, I shared Jim Sparks' thing on Super 8 Films, which that was filmed on, and the, how long they last. So read that. Just read that. What the plate? My wife passed away February 20th. Um, uh, you know what? You're out. Uh, do I want to cut out of Nicki Minaj? Why? Oh, some people. Hi, Beverly. Um, yeah, my wife passed away February 20th, plate. That's one of the reasons I'm sad. But I'm really sad with what's going on in the Bigfoot world. That just threw everything into more conundrum for me. Hello, Ernie, my brother. How you doing? I'm glad you're out here. Your thoughts on this film, that supposed film that's out there? I'm trying, Carla. I'm trying, hon. Thank you. We got. I have a hard time with that. I know. Well, Ernie's another one. Ernie had a close up of one or two, actually. Uh, and you know, as all these sightings are trying to say we're wrong, I ain't wrong. I don't care who in the hell believes me or who don't believe me. I don't care. I know what I saw. Ernie, it's great to see you out there, brother. And I believe Ernie because his story blew me out of the water. And that's I like some of these stories and I respect some of these stories, but Ernie's actually blew me out of the water when he was telling me when I first met him. Not in person, online, and we were messaging back and forth and talking on the phone. I was just totally in awe. You ever get a chance to catch him on a podcast or a conference he might be speaking at, check it out. I'm dead serious. And that brings to light some other things about the research. I don't want to go in super details because I want you guys to check it out yourself. Yeah. And Shelley and Steve Stetzers, that was awesome. We're going to have to, Ernie. We're definitely going to have to. I definitely like to hear what's going on there. That I can only imagine. Oh wow, he's going to blow my mind again. Oh, he's going to blow my mind again. I love it. Yes. Danny Buckner, love him. He he's something else. I love that guy. He I, his account and story. You're right. Is amazing and eerie at the same time. It really is. But before I caught that his account and that it, where he caught my podcast, he kept messaging me. I kept messaging him back, and we became really good friends. I will get to meet him in person this year. I'll make sure. Yes, sir. Yes, Ernie. Very much so. Uh, Danny is a true gentleman. He played How Do I What? Uh, how do you? I don't know what you mean. Um, but with Danny, he's a true Southern gentleman. He really is. And his wife is a sweetheart. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Uh, my man, Ryan. My man. How you doing, brother? Um, I'm 67 and still going strong. Well, semi-strong. I'm 67. Um, I feel like I gained 10 years this past month, though. Ryan. All right. I got to put my glasses on. Ryan, I need you to answer me a question. The new fiasco on this new documentary coming out about saying it was all hoaxed on the P&G film. What's your take on that? And Ernie, you feel it wasn't for them, nobody would be researching. That being said, even if it wasn't fake or hoax, it would not take away from a bunch of people I know. You're right. Fill me in on what you take on that fiasco of that. Yeah, 67. Tony DePretta, my brother. Arnie, I know. Well, okay, folks, I'm going to read what he said. Well, this has happened before. I don't think everyone should place all their eggs in one basket just yet. It doesn't prove that it's a hoax. Even if it were, that does not mean that Bigfoot is fake, not even close. Well, I'm telling you, they're not fake. They are out there. I got several people out here right now that has seen them, including myself. And they're just trying to make Bob Gimlin look like he's a liar, and that man's far from it. There's AI out there, and that AI And like I said, my buddy Jim Sparks, he did the research on Super 8 films, and he put it up, and I shared it to my page. Yeah, Beverly, you're another one. Uh, they are absolutely are. You agreeing? I know you are, Ryan. Thank you. Mainstream people might count on the P&G film to prove Bigfoot is real, but there's those of who know that these beings are real, and we do know. And they want to call me a liar. Oh well, call me a liar, because I know I'm not. And like I said earlier, I don't give a shit who believes me and who don't. I know what I saw. And at 15 feet, I know it was no damn bear. I don't know how many times I got asked that question. Sure it wasn't a bear? No. I practically lived in the woods most of my life. When I wasn't working, I was in the woods. Yeah, people do love good conspiracies. I think this one of those cases. Yep, Brian, you're right. It meant to stir the shit pot, is what it is. Not just the pot, the shit pot. Like they denied Beverly. The government, look how many years they denied UFOs. Then they released all that information. Bigfoot is out there. And I don't care what this film tries to prove. I don't care. I don't give a damn what they trying to say it's a hoax. Because I know better. Oh, Ryan, what the hell I've been saying? Wow, William Nighthawk. What's up, brother? If people simply stopped arguing, we'd make a lot more progress. At this rate, we'll never verify any cryptids. Okay, I'm going to throw this one out there. There is 3 factions in the Bigfoot world. I know I'm going to get in trouble, but I don't really give a damn. You got the flesh and blood. You got the interdimensional. You got the alien UFOs and all that with it. These groups cannot get along. It's either this or nothing. I'm sorry. Open up your minds, hear and watch the evidence. Yeah, I just banned somebody on this. Wait a minute, I gotta read that, Ernie. They've been using that excuse for a long time. Their defense to protect their own psyche is to use the film and claim it's fake. It would be great if someone did a show and had a troll on the show. You could call it and show me proof that they do not exist other than calling a person a liar. We have a lot of proof. Yes, we do. And yes, Ryan, all 3 groups represent a piece of the bigger puzzle. And that's why I say, open up your minds, share with each other. That one singular belief does not work. that we're spinning our wheels and not getting nowhere. We need to open our minds up, share our knowledge, and try to figure it all out from all angles. I agree, William. I agree 110%. Um, I went to Headwater Trails last night. I got a phone call from my friend Jim Sparks, and we went. And that was a spur of the moment thing. I was kind of shocked and disappointed. There was nobody there on that trail anywhere that we walked. Nowhere. So, with that being said, we're listening as we're walking, not one peep out of, from anyone. And William, I agree with you. Not one animal getting up running the whole length we walked. We walked a couple miles. Didn't find a print, didn't find a tree structure, didn't find a twist and break. We didn't find none of that. And in the wooded areas that were there, you can see through them. A lot of homes along the way. So I'm not saying at 4:30 in the morning a person jogging down that trail did not see something. I won't say that. I didn't get to interview this witness, so I don't know. My boy Georgie's out there. How you doing, George? The thing is, I agree with William. We need a rigid system of reporting. We really do. State by state, I agree with you, William, because the Bigfoot mapping thing, it's just one guy doing it. Is he getting all of them? No way in hell. Because a lot of people didn't know about him. That's it, William. Okay, I need to read this. We need to teach the novice and newbies about Bigfoot and cryptid, real research and investigating. I've been saying that. And I tell you what, I went and listened to and followed and learned from some really awesome researchers. Now, I already knew how to track. I already know how to investigate. But there are other techniques I needed to learn. And yes, techniques and what needs reported. You're right. Hi, Tracy. And with this flap of all the Bigfoot sightings over there, everybody and their brother right away start running there. A lot of novices and first time researchers. And I can understand that. I'm putting this up. And that's the way it should be done. The way Les sets up our team is that 5 of us are assigned to our respective counties, but provide coverage and assistance if needed to our teammates. Yes, yes, yes. And I'm telling you, thanks, Ernie. We definitely will talk. Uh, you're right, Ryan. Sometimes the cryptids are to these newbies are horror movie monsters. Cryptozoology is not a sci-fi. You're right. It shouldn't be mocked, and people do mock it. That's the way this world works. But anyhow, with Les, I call him one of the ultimate researchers. Why? Here is the reason I say that. And he gets embarrassed when I talk about him. And I don't care because if more people are like Les researching, they know what they're stepping into, they know the area, and they know any reports before that and how far back these reports went. He goes to the library and look up stuff from there. He goes on the internet. He goes and talks to the witnesses. And he goes to the site with the witnesses if they're able to. Hi, Sarah. And he knows the area and what's going on because he does all that. And that's what we need to teach these newbies. Oh, the fake TV show. Oh, yes. We do know. Uh, don't have to name them. We do know. And the reason I say they're fake because the producers are not going to show you a Bigfoot. That will end the show. And that shows make money. That's all I got to say on that. Oh, that either they learn or get scared and run away. Because William got some really good insights, and that could scare some people. And I'm not being mean, but if you're just jumping on the bandwagon and say, I want to go see a Bigfoot, there's things you got to know. And be careful what you wish for. Now, Johnny, my brother, I'm glad you're out there. Miss you, guy. But the thing is, William got so much knowledge. He scares me once in a while with it. And I ain't lying. He makes you think. And I love that. He makes you think. It makes you use your damn brain. You know, all I'm going to say is I hope he's healthy enough when I come down that way that we can meet up. I really do. That man means a lot to me. He does. Even more than you, Ryan. Ryan's my troll. I was talking about you last night. I hope your ears were burning. Now, yes, we know. William, we still love you. Kimberly, how you doing, beautiful? So, here's the thing. I need everyone to go to my Agents of the Unexplained page and post what you think about this film. Yes, he is, Forks. He's a great friend of mine, too. I love Wes and his family. I really do. They mean a lot to me. Bonnie and BJ, how you doing? I've been out here almost an hour, and you guys are just coming here. Jeez. BJ must be slowing you down, Bonnie. Sarah, go ahead and lie to him. Tell him yes. No. You know I love you guys. Yeah. Yeah. Ryan, I'm probably right with you on that one. We would need bail money, me, William. What the heck? Why is that saying that? Oh, that's why. Oh. Oh, tell BJ I'm hungry. Come deliver food. Oh, do you think we can do that? Seriously, William, do you think we can actually do that? And people will report to it. That's the problem I see with it. You know, these people got the mapping, but what about a national reporting? You think we can do that? Hey, Owen, go down on my stand and bring me up my Dr. Pepper, please.
What?
Bring me up a Dr. Pepper.
Okay.
It's on my stand. That's what I forgot to bring up. Hello, Dion. Yeah. That. Oh boy, is he? Oh, yes. Huh. I didn't realize my one grandson's getting the shower. Ah, so the other one was asked to bring it up. And here comes my number one fan, Venus. She got to sneak in here. Girl. But, you know, we need to discuss that and how we can do that. What do you all think? Do you think we can start a national one? Thank you. Oh, my daughter did, huh? Please do, William, and let me know exactly how we're going to do this, because I got ideas, but I don't know if it'll work. Yeah, it is nice out. So, you still got snow on the ground up there, Bonnie or BJ? They're up in Forest County, Pennsylvania, and they did have snow not that long ago. All right. The snow is gone in Forest County. Awesome. So that means BJ can deliver the food. Come on, DoorDash it to me, lady. You're the DoorDasher. Oh. Ryan, that makes sense. Ryan, I read that book, BJ. But Yeah, Ryan, we should do that once a month. I think we should. That would help a lot of people. We'll set that up. We'll definitely set that up. Uh, Sarah, you're going to get an education come this coming May. The education she really don't want, but she's getting it. Yeah, I'm in. I'm in, Ryan. Uh, I'm in. Uh, and people say, "Oh, you're in." I went to church today, and the Sunday school teacher kind of threw podcasters under the bus, saying a lot of them are in it for the money. I'm in it to learn and share knowledge. And so, right after Sunday school, right before the regular church service, I went up to her. You got it. I will get it set up, and we can figure out what dates we can do this that works for all three of us. So I walked up to her and I go, you kind of threw me under the bus and hurt my feelings. She says, what? I says, I'm a podcaster. She said, I know, Bill, but that's why I didn't name you. I went, oh, okay. And she's laughing. You know you can always call me, Sarah. Yes, I'm dealing with a lot, but you know I will help you every way I can. And you know that for a fact, so don't hesitate to pick up the phone and call me. But anyhow, so folks, we're going to start the education podcast once a month. And yeah, folks, that's what it's about. Now, and you're going to stay alive, you shithead. I lost enough in the past month. Can't lose you. And by the way, folks, she's here with me. Thanks to the ladies from Monroe County, Ohio, Bigfoot enthusiast. Say what, Bonnie? Clean your glasses. I'm looking good. Thank you, Bonnie. I appreciate it. Yeah, keep them dirty so you keep saying I'm looking good. I like that idea. With all honesty, the educational type podcast, I hope it goes over great. And, I'll share my knowledge and experience that I've learned. Ryan will do his, and William got a ton to share with us. And it'll help you all learn. You're going to make me cry, Ryan. Yeah, you better be, William. She pushed me. She pushed me to do things when I wanted to stay here with her. And she told me no. You need to go and do this. This is what you love. This is what you love to learn. You're doing it. And that's not the only thing we talked about. You know, of course, Mark Eddy, glad you're out there. Um, Dave, my man, Dave Rupert. There, there's another great researcher right there. Him and his wife, they're awesome. So the boys, you know, uh, the Ruperts, man, they are awesome. Um, they're from Jefferson County, Pennsylvania area, and they get to go a lot of places, and they enjoy it. Um, but anyhow, let me get back on track here. Oh, wait a minute. But yeah, now Ryan will do the pushing. Yeah, I know. You're right, Ryan. We keep going to honor that memory. Yes. Um, so I guess it's kind of set that we're going to be doing an educational podcast once a month, and we'll figure out a name for it after we figure out what the first podcast is going to be. Come on, Pete. Let's get out of the way. Let her in here. Come here. Yeah. No, all right, she ain't coming. I shut the door. Ugh. Well, yeah, that didn't sound right. So we gotta watch out for that one. Ryan, don't push too much. Oh my. I bet he did. So this is for even the experienced researchers. All right. They might pick up a different trick on their research. Shelley, I agree. As soon as Amy tells me when she's having hers, I'm going to one of hers. I'm definitely going to that. I told her already. Now, the ladies of her group are the nicest, greatest ladies out there, truthfully. And I'm saying that because they have stuck by me. They have shared the love. And they're the ones that got me that mug, too, by the way, which I told Amy, yeah, it made me cry, not out of sadness, but the thoughtfulness of that gift. I mean, it was shortly after I lost Beth. And I'm telling you, that hit my heart big time. Then I got this little 3D printed thing, which you guys can't really see what's on there. Maybe if I can get a light on it, right? Or you kind of see Beth's face, but if you hold it up to the light, my face, it's a picture that came up on my memories that I shared of me and her. And they 3D printed it, and you hold it up to the light, and that comes out. And the person that sent that met me at one of the conferences. I don't know which one. I don't remember meeting her, so I feel ignorant there. But that was awesome. The Three Amigos Cryptid Crew. I think that's a good name for it, William. But anyhow, we're going with the educational podcast, as I'm calling it right now. What it is to teach people how to research without destroying evidence, how to look at things with an open mind, and share tips from other researchers. If they want to come in, that's going to be something. They share their experience and how they research. Yeah, do a Q&A too, Ryan. I'm down with that. Uh, We can have a section like that during the podcast, or they could message one of us and say, "Can you ask this?" Whatever it takes, whatever it is to share the knowledge and uh, teach them how to do things, how to do the reporting. Now, some people don't know how to report. Now, we got to show them how to do the reports. And, there's a lot to cover on a report. Yes, how to avoid the problems and dangers while researching and investigating. Now, the biggest part of that, and I'm being dead serious, it's called common sense. And believe me, there's people out there researching that doesn't have a damn lick of common sense. And I'm not being mean, but I've seen it. Um, I know that's going to get me in trouble. I don't care. I'm in the mood. I don't care. the, and like I said, there's a lot to reporting if you want to do a report. The weather, the time of day. Was it raining? Was it snowing? Was it super hot? What time of day? Was it midnight? 12:07. You don't have to be that exact. Wait a minute. I got to put my glasses back on. Common sense isn't so common anymore. No, it's not. I agree, William. But we can teach them a little bit about common sense. I taught 3 people the first time out researching. Mary Fabian sent them in. Hey, Mike, she had them come in on an investigation. She didn't tell me till we almost got to the area, and that she wanted me to show them how to research. Oh, Diana. I'm like, really? All right. We just had a sighting there a couple days before, and I wanted to investigate the area and see what we come up with. And so, the nice guy I was, I did. And I was explaining different things to him and how to look at things, the whole 9 yards. And had him looking at different tree breaks and tell me what they think. And they did. They finally caught on. Didn't take much, but they caught on. Yes, William, 110% right. 110% right. But that's the thing. Even though I was on an investigation and I'm still looking for signs, I was still teaching them, and they totally appreciated it. If you want, Ryan, I'm down for that too. You know, there's all different types of perspectives on Bigfoot from different First Nations, from different people in general. So, you know, even I can learn something, and which I'm down for. I want to learn, and I cannot believe I've been talking for over an hour and 10 minutes, interrupting my nap time. Jeez, no. uh, but no, seriously, you know, there's things we can point out that even a seasoned researcher would learn from. Yes. And what's wrong with that, Ryan? Keeps me going. Wired for sound from Dr. Pepper. You're so right. All right. We can't actually do a display, but explain to people how to do a casting. How to study a tree break. You know, what to look for when you see a tree break. There's so many different aspects of a tree break that people don't realize. And William, you're right. Alleged sightings, histories, and even indigenous nations' connection to the location of sightings. The more info, the better. You're 110% right. And that's where I sometimes make a mistake. I don't get enough info before I go in there and start researching. I do that now and then. Well, that's good, Beverly. Your dad taught you right. You know, I do check for, you know, what kind of area it is, like water. What kind of habitat living is there? What, you know, do you have deers, rabbits, porcupines, skunks, you know, fishers? You know, you got to understand the area. And the environmental end of it means so much too. Okay. Strip mines, that destroys areas. You're going to have a sighting at a strip mine, maybe on the outskirts. But, you know, hi, Kim. So, you know, you can't disregard stuff like that, but you can take it in on your report. And when you're talking to the witness, don't be chewing gum staring off into space. Listen intently. They might jump around because they're all worked up. But listen, take notes. Decipher where they're going with it. because not every time they're going to give you exact everything in order. Wear a thick leather belt for framing casting material for prints. Just a tip. Always make sure you have a pen for size comparison in photos, even weather condition after deciding too. I carry a tape measure with me. Whenever I go, I got a tape measure. That's my weapon of choice. Yeah. No, seriously, I carry a tape measure so you can show the measurements when you take a picture from your phone. Yes, or watch the micro expressions of the witnesses. Uh, the emotional reaction. Yes, the body language. Listen to the pitch in their voice. Watch their eye movements. Oh, a lot of telltale signs there Ryan's throwing up. Uh, that's right after my sighting. We went up to where Mary Fabian was at, and we were explaining to her, well, they mainly the two that was with me, Mike and Debbie, were explaining to her, yeah, Bill saw one, and I started talking, and right away she tell by my actions, the way I was looking, how jittery I was, the whole 9 yards. Yes, we are, William. You're 100% right. Uh, hey, as long as they got a pen that take notes, that will help because they can use that as measurement, like you said. But I stress take a tape measure with you. I always stress that. Um, in some areas, you can't cast. I bring a knife to cut off extremities in case they break a bone or something. It's a dull pocket knife too, just so they know not to get hurt. You're right, Forks. Yes, the best thing you can do is listen. And what you're saying is what we were taught in the academy. Good. When talking to the people, you're right. And that's common sense, truthfully, but some people don't understand that. Yeah, Ryan. You want to go out with me, buddy? All right, William. We'll talk to you soon, brother. After I get off of here in a little bit, I'm going down and try to clear my head. I got to get my head kind of screwed up today, and that's why I got on here to try to clear it some more. And I want to thank everyone for coming on, and it has helped me today, this evening. I appreciate it. And the thing is that we all gotta keep our minds open. Don't worry, I'll push you down in the briar patch, Ryan. No problem. We'll make sure you get tore up by thorns. I love you, brother. Um, I got several things happening this week. I need make sure things are straight because I got a lot of stuff to get done this week. We're going to get on this in the state-by-state reporting system, work with Bill, and get that going. All right, they got the mapping, different ones, but we don't have state-by-state reporting. And not just reporting, we're going to need investigators to go talk to these witnesses. Reliable people to go talk to them. And that's the thing. And I said this about the flap of the Ohio Bigfoot sightings. Jeremiah took the phone calls with these people. They sounded credible on the phone. Anybody can sound credible on the phone. That's the problem. I'm not saying they weren't, but we need to work with that. And that we will. And so with that being said, holy shit. Doug Lath. What's up, brother? I hope all's well. Like my last adventure in the big survey in Mon County, West Virginia, I rolled down the hill. Bev, you rolled down the hill? Oh, jeez. That would have been a sight. Oh, my. But anyhow, I'm going to get out of here. Almost an hour and a half later. I was just getting on to say a couple things, and here we are. Can't shut me up. So, thank you all for coming in here and listening to us. Stay safe. Ryan, if you ever met Bev, that image is going to blow up in your brain. I'm telling you. I had that mental image as soon as she said it. You work in the morning, Kimberly? Let me know. Because I'm up early. Not by choice. My body don't let me sleep. I'll message you early then, Kim. I'm going to be a pain in the butt. Oh. But anyhow, you all get some rest tonight. Stay safe. I hear the wind keep kicking up here, so we're getting some serious gusts. Well, I usually get up at 3, Kim, so I'll be buzzing you. Hi, good morning. Pain in the ass here. No. Hey, thank you. Take care. Be safe. Yeah, we'll be getting together. Hey, May 30th, Patsy Hillman Park, Fayette County. It's the Patsy Hillman Bigfoot Day in honor of Fred Saluga. We got a lot of great researchers showing up. We got great speakers, and you got one hell of a great MC. And Sarah's been doing a lot of stuff and to get it ready. And let me tell you, that MC, he is one handsome devil. And he's good. And he loves to talk. And he loves to everything about it. Yes, I'm talking about myself, folks. Don't get worried. But anyhow, catch yous all later. Have a safe night.